Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to make this character change this effect at the runtime when he enter a bush like this. When he's standing up, it's not visible. When he's inside a bush crouching, that effect is visible like this. And these are foliages. And the same thing can be done using static meshes for the bush types as well. It also works with foliages as well. Okay. And as always, this episode is sponsored by these generous Patreons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Alright, so this is just a static mesh as I showed you guys before. And yeah, like this. So what I want to do is when I walk into these trees, it should my character should be able to walk through them, and the material should be changed to the one that we implemented yesterday. Okay, so first thing is, in order to be able to walk through these bushes, uh, for now if I want, I can actually disable collisions or set it to overlap all, but there will be other types of meshes that will be not hideable, but still the character should be able to overlap. So to define this bushes that I can hide, I'm gonna do something like this. Let's go to project settings, and here under collision I'll create a new trace channel or object channel. Yeah, I'll create a new trace channel like this. I'll call it bush channel. No, I'll just call it bush, and the default response must be ignore like this. And then I'll create a new preset like this from no collision. I'll ignore all, and I'll name this one bush collision. I can't allow space, so I'll add an underscore, and here I'll overlap this bush type. Okay, now I'll open this static mesh for this bush like this, and set its collision type to bush collision, and save. Okay, now my character should be able to walk through them without any issue. Yeah, but still, now we need a way to understand this character that this is a bush that we can hide. So for that, I'll actually, this hiding mechanism should be only available for the player character. So I'll go to player, and if I go to this collision preset settings of the capsule, here as you can see, this bush is ignored, but using this on component begin overlap, I can't use it because the character capsule will overlap with other types of objects as well. So therefore I'll add another collision like this. Let's type box collision, and I'll add it maybe like this. And I'll here first I'll set this to no collision and custom, ignore all and overlap only the bush. Okay, what is this? This is for enemy tracer. No, this is for some other purpose. Alright, this is I added that for the enemy takedown. Okay, so I'll name this one bush tracer, and here on the on component begin overlap I'll go to this interactions event graph. Okay, so here now I'll select this bush tracer and press on this on component begin overlap event like this, and same time I'll add an on component end overlap. Okay, so here I'll print push entered, and here push leaving. So let's quickly check if they are working. It seems it's not working. Let me check. Okay, right here I need this to enable collision enabled query only. Now it should work. Still no. Wait, yeah, the problem is this. I need to define not a trace channel, an object channel actually. So yeah, I'll delete this one and I'll add object channel like this. Sorry about that. I'll name that one bush, and the default response should be ignore. And here in the bush collision, now I'll make this one overlap and accept. And here also now I wait. Right, now here we have the bush object response, so I'll make it overlap. Now it should work. Let's quickly test. Still no. Why is that? Yeah, here in this bush collision template I need to set this to query only and make sure the bush is overlapping and accept. Also I'll set this object type to bush, and also it should overlap with this pawn, I think, because the character is in the type of pawn. Alright, so sorry for the confusion. So this is the correct settings. You need to enable only bush overlap for this bush collision collision preset and accept. And here place it like this. Oh no, I was just testing. Place it this bush tracer like this, and then finally make the collision preset of this bush tracer also to the bush collision like this. Okay, and compile. And in this bush model, make sure that you have collisions enabled like this. There should be a collision, and also the collision preset should be bush collision like this. And then here you can't enable overlap events, so here in this collision section, make sure that you have enabled generate overlap events, and also same generate overlap events should be enabled for this bush tracer as well. Right, now as I enter the bush, you can see at the top right corner bush entered printed, and when I leave the bush leaving printed like this. Okay, so now what I have to do is this: when I enter the bush, I need to get the mesh and render custom depth. Set render custom depth enable, and when I leave the bush tracer or leave the bush, I need to disable it like this. Right, now let's see what happens. And as I enter the bush, my character becomes like this, but I want it to look like this only when I'm crouching. Okay, so, and as you already know, if you don't remember, I'll just show you that effect is happening only because I have added this hidden object post process material to my post process volume. If you don't remember how did I do that, you can refer to previous tutorial, the one I did yesterday. Okay, and yeah, and here I need this to be activated only when my character is crouching. So to do that, I'll add this bush tracer as a child object of my mesh. It was already a child object of the mesh, and I'll set the parent socket to what, head, yeah, neck. Okay, and I don't need any rotation, so I'll make it like this, or it like this. So what I'm trying to do is this: when this bush tracer is like this, when I'm standing up, it will not be collided or overlapped with the bush, and when I get down, it overlaps like this. And it seems the height is too much, so I'll move it down a little bit. Right, okay, now the character is hidden, actually not hidden, the effect is active, but still the enemies can see us, and we need to work on that yet. So I'll disable rendering of that bush tracer now because I don't need it anymore. It's already working now. Okay, so now it's dynamically changes. Alright, and one more thing, you can do the same thing with foliage as well. For example, I'll add this bush model. Is this the one that I have here? Let's check. Yeah, this bush model as a foliage type, like this, and I'll enable single instance mode. And select this one, and here under collision settings, set the collision preset to bush collision. And what else? Yeah, and I'll place some bushes like this using the foliage. Now, as you can see, it behaves in the same way, just like the static mesh. And as you just saw, but still my enemies can see me even though I am inside a bush. But I will show you how to prevent them seeing me when I am inside a bush in the next episode. And today I'm going to stop at this point. And I uploaded a project file update yesterday. And yeah, if you like to support my work, if you think my work is important for you, and you can support me in my Patreon club, link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.